Welcome to class 7 students. This is the continuation part of the chapter classification of the living world. In my previous video I started talking about kingdom Protista. I hope you have understood what are the main characteristics of kingdom Protista, and I hope everything about the general characteristics of kingdom Protista are clear to you all. Next we are going to do a type study, like in under kingdom Monera we did a type study of bacteria. Type study means specifically study one of the most common organisms under that group. So here under kingdom Protista one of the most common organisms is amoeba. Okay, so you all have heard about amoeba. So let's do a type study on amoeba. Type study of amoeba. Okay, so previously I told you that amoeba is one of the most common organisms that fall under kingdom Protista, and it is a free living protozoan, obviously unicellular, and they are commonly found at the bottom of freshwater ponds, ditches and lakes. So fresh water bodies at their bottom, at the bed of the water body, these amoeba are found. Now we are going to talk about the details of how amoeba locomote, what is their mode of nutrition, how they respire, how they excrete, all these things. Okay, so the first thing we are going to talk about here is locomotion, how amoeba locomotes. So their locomotory organ is pseudopodia, or here since two pseudopodia are being shown, they have written here pseudopods. Okay, now what is this pseudopodia? Amoeba moves with the help of false feet or pseudopodia. We can also call it as false feet. Why can we call pseudopodia as false feet as well? Because pseudo, the word pseudo means false, and pod or podia means feet. So now you can ask me, ma'am, why they are not true feet and false feet. Basically these projections that you can see, they are not permanent, they are very temporary finger like projections, and according to the need of the amoeba, these projections are formed. Means wherever the amoeba will see a source of food, the amoeba will go that way. Okay, but the moment it takes in the food, it will trace back, and this pseudopodia will not be there. So this every single pseudopodia is temporary finger like projection, which is formed because of streaming flow of the cytoplasm. Means the cytoplasm flows that way because the amoeba wants to go that way. So only one portion of the cytoplasm flows that way, and the this pseudopodia forms, and it will again vanish, or it will again not be there when the amoeba has done what it had to do. Okay, so this type of movement is known as amoeboid movement, and this movement is very very slow. Clear? Now since we have talked about how amoeba locomotes, next one is nutrition. What is their mode of nutrition? So amoeba, since they are unicellular organisms, they do not have any specialized organ for nutrition. So you can see that they do not have any specialized organ for anything, not for nutrition, not for respiration, not for excretion and locomotion. For locomotion it is a temporary projection type of thing, which sometimes forms and then it vanishes again. So for nutrition they do not have any specialized organ. It takes place through the general body surface. So throughout this body of the amoeba, the nutrition takes place, and it takes this pseudopodia here also helps in nutrition as well. It captures the whole prey or food particle coming in its contact. So if somewhere here is a food particle, the amoeba will increase this particular pseudopodia further, and it will capture the food in itself and will retrace back to its original structure. Okay, so So the pseudopodia circulate the food particle and release the enzyme which digest the food. So once the food particle is inside the body of the amoeba releases certain enzymes which will help to digest the food, and this type of nutrition in amoeba is known as holozoic nutrition. It is known as holozoic nutrition. Okay, so I hope it is clear to you all. There are a few more important parts of amoeba to be explained left. I will do that in the next video. Okay, thank you. So students, let's talk about the respiration part of amoeba, means how amoeba respires, through what it respires. Okay, so respiration in amoeba takes place through its cell membrane. So similarly here also, amoeba does not have any special respiratory organ. It uses, or it utilizes its whole body, and the cell membrane of the amoeba helps in respiration. The what is the cell, which part of the is the cell membrane? This, you can see it here, it is written here as membrane. So throughout the body of the amoeba, even throughout the pseudopodias as well, the cell membrane is located. Okay, oxygen dissolved in the surrounding water fuses through the plasma membrane by the process of diffusion. So outside there is water, right? Everywhere there is water. Now in water, what is present? Dissolved oxygen is present, and just like aquatic plants, they respire with means take in the dissolved oxygen from the water. And since they are aquatic organisms as well, they take in the dissolved oxygen from the surrounding water by the help of diffusion, means by the process of diffusion. And this dissolved oxygen enters the body of amoeba through the plasma membrane by diffusion. Okay, diffusion is the process here. Clear? Now this oxygen is used to break up the complex food material into simple molecules. So this part is exactly same in all other organisms. Oxygen is required to perform aerobic respiration, and here also the dissolved oxygen present in the surrounding water, when it enters within the body of amoeba, it breaks down the complex food materials into simple molecules, and after this process of aerobic respiration, the carbon dioxide that is released in the surrounding water, this also takes place by the process of diffusion. So oxygen goes in, and what comes out? Carbon dioxide, and all this takes place within the water only. Okay, so I hope the respiration part of amoeba is clear to you all. Let me clear this up, and then I can talk about the next part. The next part is excretion, how amoeba excretes.